Hello, it's Jang here with a look at a Mega Bloks Assassin's Creed set. This is called the Pirate Crew Pack, and officially it comes with 111 pieces. To the figures! Clearly this whole set is derived from or inspired by Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, but Mega Bloks did not put official names, titles on any of these figures here, which I think is a really good idea because it allows more kids to see these as being just figures, and they don't have to be shoehorned into just very specific roles and tasks. You could see the main assassin here as being a rogue if you want to, even though he's got the lighter color robe. You still, can basically just use your imagination to place these characters wherever you want them to be. And that also works out very well with the fact that you can interchange things between them. You can move heads between them, you can move headgear, weapons. All of these parts are interchangeable between all of them, so you can make your own custom figures. Now there are some very interesting things about these figures that are actually new and specific to these and different from other series, other franchises that Mega Bloks has made miniature figures for. These all are highly articulated, similar to the Call of Duty and 2014 and beyond Halo figures, where you've got these really great joints that allow you to do just pretty amazing things for miniature figures. Just the amount of range of motion that you're able to get out of them is really, really good. And I'll actually show you a comparison to some of the other figures that they currently have that use a similar system. I'll show you that later on, but these also have ball joints in the upper legs and up in the necks. But in addition to that, all of these heads, I'm pretty sure, are supposed to be the exact same mold. So even though they're looking like different people and they put different skin tones on them and they have different facial hair, oh, that's kind of a weird pose, different facial hair and different hair on their heads and such, these are just the same piece of plastic underneath, because take off the hair, yes, you actually take off the hair. Look, now it's a bald guy. Look at that. Didn't expect that, I bet. However, there's a big old hole on the top of the head, so that's the one downside, and that's the same thing for the guy over here. You might not have seen it at first, but yeah, he's got a big old hole on the top of his head, which is a little bit unsightly. These figures do look good with no hair on the head from the front and from the back, but it's well shaped, but it is just a little bit odd to have the hole. But the thing about the hole is it allows you to take something off and move it over and completely change out that head. So you've now got an interchangeable head system, so to speak, or a configurable head system. You can always interchange the heads as you like by just pulling one off and putting it onto another. Same thing goes over here, where the hood can be taken off the assassin. It's a somewhat soft piece, so it kind of molds or fits around the side of the head. And it's even got ear detail on the side there, but again, just leaves open the hole on the top. These sashes are interesting. They've used the same mold there in a couple of different ways. So here it's coming across the front, here it's coming across the back. So that just gives a very different look. Looks more like a belt from the front when you have the part hanging down in the back. They've got holes on the backs of these, so you can attach things to them there. You'll see different things attached in the centers. So right here we've got something different going on just for a little bit of a satchel or a pack there. You see the different types of weapons. Another thing about the sash is that it's very soft, extremely soft, like a really soft silicone rubber. It's stretchy and it's got room. So you can see over here I've put a handgun into it. So you can actually use it as a sheath or a holster, and here just using the older style handgun, the idea is that the dominant hand, it would come across. It wasn't until more recent times that we started moving guns to facing towards the front and to be grabbed from the same side where they are. But you can also put a sword down in there, which doesn't look too bad. It's really nice to be able to have that functionality for a miniature figure. It just kind of fits in there. Get the pose a little bit better. Yeah, it's kind of a cool thing to be able to do with something so small. So I like that little hidden feature. And the other thing about the heads is that the eyes are not painted in. The eyebrows are painted, but the pupils and the irises, mostly the pupils I would say, are holes. They're just little holes that are molded in to give them consistent looks, and also probably saves a little bit of money on that paint application, so they're able to use it to give us other different accessories instead, including a little hidden blade accessory that's included with this assassin here that can be pulled off. So if you don't want it to be shown, it can just be taken off like so. And similarly, the sash can be removed and reconfigured. There you can see a little hole for the sheath or holster, and the bottom part of the robe can also be removed, just taking you down to a basic figure. Really quickly, here's the new Assassin's Creed figure next to one of the newer Halo figures and one of the Call of Duty figures. So you see they went with the Halo size, it's just a little bit smaller, but you still have the ability to swap heads. So the heads go back and forth between these two lines. Okay, I think the Call of Duty head's a little bit larger, especially that one with the larger, stronger chin, but the new head works well on the Call of Duty body. Also works out pretty well on the Halo body. Lastly, the Pirate Crew pack does include a little bit of a piece of terrain here and some accessories just to use with the figures. You've got the black flag, haha, black flag, yeah. You got the little bit of shoreline here with the skull and a couple of bones. Got a new translucent plate here, just a small piece of shoreline, just a little marbled water representing piece. This doesn't really do anything. The crate, you can kind of open up the side if you want to, but there's nothing behind it, just bricks and plates. So that's really just there for the looks. You got a barrel up there just for general, general texture, and to have something you could put your swords in there or something. These could be used as sandbags, or they could be used as provisions, sacks of grain or something like that, and a little bit of a piece of plant down here, and lastly a treasure chest, and that can be closed up or it can be opened up, and they have just a few little pieces in there to represent little gold coins. So that's my look at this set. Please let myself and other viewers know what you think about this set and these new figures, and stick around for more videos from me because more are always on the way. I'll be talking to you again soon.